Hi, I'm Kumar, President and Editor-in-Chief of Devex, and joined by Kathy Calvin,
Hi
also
there.
President and CEO of the UN Foundation.
Yeah, and a longtime partner with Devex.
Yeah, we're thrilled to be here with you. It's wonderful at European Development Days to see people from all over the world. You've come from Washington, D.C. as well.
I did. I'm excited. I think this is a big topic and a great opportunity to get all the people thinking about what are we going to do in the future together.
Yeah, and I know that's something you've been leading a lot on, the Post-2015 agenda.
Right.
Talk to us about that. Where are we? I know it's kind of a long process, but the MDGs are about to become completed or expire in 2015, and we're looking at a 2030.
Exactly.
Tell us where we are in that process.
Well, you said the key thing, which is that 15 years ago almost, the world said there are these important goals to eradicate poverty and reduce child mortality and extend mothers' lives in birth. And we've done an amazing job of reaching real progress on almost all of them. And in fact, we have countries like Tanzania and Bangladesh that have actually met some of the targets on child mortality 2 years early. So we've learned that goals really can help. They can help a country know how to set a national plan. They can give companies a foothold for where they can make a difference and come into the process. And they can just genuinely give us all a roadmap. So now we're writing the next roadmap from 2015 to 2030, as you said. And of course, the first time the goals were unknown and they came out of a very secretive process. Now the world is engaged in trying to write them. So of course we have a million ideas.
Sure.
But that's good. That means everybody will own them once we get to them.
It is really different. I mean, the first time around the goals were there, and then people slowly woke up to the idea that they're there.
They're there. It took us a while.
Started to grow in promise as we got closer to the date, to 2015. But yeah, it seems like now is different. There's just a lot more attention being paid to 2030.
Well, some great things have happened. There have been already maybe more than 150 consultations around the world. So with civil society, businesses, individuals, governments, everybody has a stake in this. And we're even running consultations in the United States. I mean, we tend to think of the goals as affecting people all over the world, but not really in the United States. But we have issues too. We have child hunger. We don't have everyone getting a quality education. So these are not just goals for others, these are goals for all of us.
Yeah, I think it's something not everyone has latched onto yet, right? This idea of universality that's built into this process.
But it's so important because in fact these are goals that we should all share, and if we understand they really benefit us all, then we all own them. And I think that's one of the things that will change as we write these goals, is that the process of writing them is also the process of designing how to reach them. So we're going to see that happen in the next 2 years. It's got to be done by the end of 2015. And the biggest thing that's new is obviously that we're thinking of them in a planet that needs to be sustained if we're really going to have wealth creation and a population that can be supported on a planet. So sustainability will be a critical new factor that wasn't there 15 years ago.
It was a big part of President Barroso's comments this morning.
I heard that.
It seems like the European Commission is really on board with the concept, at least, of sustainability and development kind of being married together in this new set of goals.
Yes, and you know, I think the other thing I'm hearing is that people are saying, well, you can't just think about a child's health without thinking about what happens to that child getting educated, or what happens if that child's livelihoods are threatened by climate change. So we now have to think about all of the issues interrelated.
Right, there's some cross-cutting themes that go...
Cross-cutting, yeah.
Yeah, and including in the European Commission's announcements here at EDD, they're talking about adding some new tools to their toolkit, these sort of flagship initiatives, they're calling it, that address cross-cutting themes. It seems like even before we have the 2030 goals out, there's a new thinking out there. The word partnership embedded in those 2030 goals at this early stage. People are talking about partnership more and more.
Well, I think we all learned that you can't just throw money at a problem and solve it. You have to change the way you think about the problem. You have to think about new solutions. And you have to engage all kinds of players, because money we just don't have enough money. And we never will. So we have to empower different organizations and individuals to be problem solvers for themselves. So I think that's the other key thing that's changed, is where the ownership lies. And this is no longer about donors giving aid to recipients. This is much more about a partnership of both sides, and both sides have to take responsibility and plan for it. That's very exciting.
It's an exciting time. It's a mindset shift. It's even a language shift, as you just described.
That's right.
And I think it's taken people some time to get used to this new world we're in, but this event and many others like it kind of highlight how the world is changing.
Right.
And thank you for coming and spending a few minutes and bringing it up. I know you're key to this process.
Well, thanks for keeping the messaging going.
Thank you for all you do.
Great. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.